we posted a review of the LaVie Z notebook. You talked about that a little bit on the podcast about the kind of experience of seeing it for the first time.
Yeah, at CS. I think you also talked about this on Twitch, but it would have been back in January.
Yeah, back in January. So it's kind of your standard. It looks like your standard Ultrabook notebook, right? It's powered by a Broadwell processor. It's a Core i7 CPU. It's there's a touchscreen version and there's a non-touchscreen version. There's a version that is like the Lenovo Z360 that folds back like a tablet, kind of like a Yoga. There's one that does not. But
as soon as you pick it up, it feels like a prop.
Yeah, like not normally do we post pictures in our stories of like a laptop on a scale, but
and that still doesn't do it justice.
It really doesn't, because when you say, "Oh, this laptop is only 1.87 pounds,"
right?
You think, well, okay, there are some other laptops that are like 2 point something. Right. It's not that big of a difference, but it is a 13.3-inch device. It's not a small. It's thin, but it's not like tiny. It's not like a netbook size thing that existed back in the day. But as soon as you put it in your hand, somebody puts it in your hand, right? You have this immediate reaction to it that this shouldn't exist.
It crosses this threshold where you just feel like it shouldn't be a computer.
Yeah, I mean,
like it just,
Ken did the review for us, and he kind of had this thing where he went around to everybody and like anybody that knew anything, he's like, "Here, look at this," and they all kind of had this, whoa, like
pick it up.
Yeah, like when you pick up something that you think is too heavy and you go too much, and there's definitely part of it that's that. And it's able to do that because of what's the it's a lithium magnesium design, co-designed by Lenovo and NEC. Which is why this machine very much looks like
that does not mean that the case is the battery, just so you know.
Yeah, that's true.
There just happens to be lithium mixed with the magnesium. But
it allows them to make an incredibly light, fairly structurally sound device.
Yeah.
I know at CES, for example, we did some torquing on it.
Well, part of the design is that it is designed to flex.
Right.
Right.
Meaning what?
Meaning that instead of break. Right? Like usually if you have like aluminum or some other kind of just straight magnesium kind of like assembly, right? Like they tend to be hard and brittle kind of a metal as opposed to a flexible metal, right? And if it's something that's flexible and can stay strong as it's being flexible, then you can get away with making something with a lot less of the metal in it, right? You just have to realize that, hey, it's not going to be this extremely rigid thing. You can actually grab the screen and you can twist the screen like diagonally,
don't do it a whole lot.
No, I wouldn't want to do that a lot, but they actually designed it in such a way that the screen is like I think it's bonded to the back on this one.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Right?
Is that the screen is actually bonded to the material.
Right. And that kind of helps it be a little bit more rigid, but the actual, based on how lightweight the bottom of the laptop was, because you can remove the bottom of this, and it really is like just a rigid sheet of paper. It's weird.
What was the thing I said? I said last night is like you could hold it like a piece of thin aluminum and like shake it so it makes the thunder effect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it makes that kind of a sound. And it's really cool the way that just that kind of engineering approach that you can just take this different kind of material and, hey, look, this is really kind of flexible and doesn't, tear and doesn't break, that kind of thing. Let's make a laptop out of it. Like, who would have thought to do that?
It felt like the other thing that Ken pointed out is it feels like when you go to a furniture store and you pick up like the demo laptop or
the
demo
fake,
TV,
the fake laptop that's just made out of cardboard, right?
You go, oh, well, that's obviously fake.
I feel like pieces of cardboard that you would assemble, like thick cardboard, might be heavier than this thing. Yeah.
So the LaVie Z standard is $13.99. The LaVie Z 360, which is the one that has the screen that hooks all the way over, is $15.99. It's priced competitively, but it's not a perfect machine. There are some issues, right? The screen is an IGZO, which is cool for low power and pretty good image quality.
Yep.
But it has a very low maximum brightness level. So like outdoor usage was kind of a pain.
That's true. It was really,
like Ken was trying to like take pictures of the screen, and even at maximum brightness, it was hard to do.
It was like a typical laptop, like at medium. Like the brightness
I
agree.
In the middle. I think he said it was maxed out like 160 lux.
Yeah.
Or thereabouts. We also had a couple of dents in the back of it.
Yeah, and that was just
being in his backpack and kind of jostling around with other things.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe it's, you get in your car, you put your backpack down, and maybe part of the laptop touches the top of the passenger seatbelt buckle.
Sure.
Right.
That would dent it.
Is that going to dent it? Right. And it didn't like change the device structurally or anything.
Right.
It didn't crack anything. But and they're not super easy to see, but we adjusted the light or so in the photo to make sure you could see where it happened. So we'd like to see them maybe strengthen that up some, improve the display a little bit.
I think for a laptop that's this light, you might just have to come to the realization that dents are like scratches.
Like getting a balsa wood laptop is probably going to shatter. Don't do that. Right?
But this,
I mean, maybe make a more realistic comparison. Having a balsa wood lightweight remote control plane.
Okay.
Like I had those.
Right.
Right. And the idea is like it's super light. You don't have, it doesn't go very fast.
But it just snaps in half.
But if you touch the ground with it,
yeah,
done.
Done. Right.
It's obviously not quite this bad with the LaVie Z. I'd also like to see it be more of a Lenovo ThinkPad. Right. This is very much, it was a co-design between NEC and Lenovo.
The keyboard was obviously NEC, not
keyboard,
Lenovo.
Obviously, like most of the design is very obviously like there's no like Lenovo software I think was there some Lenovo software?
I don't think so.
I don't think there was none. Right. So that's odd.
Right.
So I imagine what we'll see in the next generation of this, maybe based on Skylake, will be another kind of revision that takes the same materials, changes things around a little bit, and makes a true ThinkPad that is lighter using some of that stuff.